just get right down.
Shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say shalom to the elect that teach the word in our true faith and sincerity. And we once again, to prophesy, to declare unto you the intents and purposes of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, because this is the time that we're in. For the Lord is about to show himself, show his power, and the results is ultimately America's going to be destroyed, the wicked will be no more, which is the so-called white man, and the kingdom of heaven will be established, which is a new system to play out on the earth. You got something?
Yeah, real quick.
You got it.
This is the book of Ezekiel 3 and verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me.
And that's what we're supposed to do. Warn you. That's what the Lord, he has set he set us as watchmen. And what would the watchman do? Warn from the troubles. And that's the spirit. I think about that, Jake want to downplay Jacob's trouble. The time of evil. Matter of fact, get that in Daniel the 12th chapter. Because also when you say the sea hip is not the MOTB, you saying there ain't gonna be no time of trouble. You saying there's not gonna be no evils. You're not privy to the season that we're in. Our Lord Yahweh Shai said this is the time of Noah, man. And what was that time? Known as the time of wrath and judgment. But you got it a while.
If I may add a point, that's why I say certain judges say evil shall not come.
Yeah, that's
there shall be no famine, but by the same judgment will these people be taken back.
That's it.
So you're not teaching or believing in Jacob's trouble. Hey, the Lord is gonna show you Jacob's trouble up close in person. Like the Apostle Gabal always say, with adversity means like it with words don't teach. Adversity will.
That's it.
I got the Daniel 12
you got it.
in verse 1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people.
Yeah, so it's gonna get to the point to where divine intervention will take place. That's how bad it's gonna get. And how fitting is for the end. This ain't happening in the middle of the movie. This great time the scriptures constantly speak about. You got it.
It says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time.
See? A time like no other, man. A time like never before. That's why we go into the scripture to talk about how Sodom was just an example, man. See that we finna see that judgment play again in its perfection.
Is it?
Just using that as an example, one aspect of that the Lord's work. Sodom and Gomorrah was just an example, man. It was just a taste, sample size of what the Lord was gonna do in this time, man. So we seeing now these things playing out at its height. Scriptures talk about in 2 Ezra 16 talk about the beginning of evils, the beginning of wars, beginning of all these things. So if it's a beginning, it's a climax to it. We finna see the climax of all these things, the climax of troubles. That's why it talks and said Michael gonna be on the scene. You gonna have like I said, divine intervention. Lord's gonna actually have angels to guide us and keep us. Certain miracles will take place. It's gonna have to be kept. You got it.
Got something for you real quick. This just showing you is a peak of things. This Matthew 24 in verse 3. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When the branch is yet tender and pulleth forth her leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So, and that's a process too. Like flowers, they don't bloom. Strawberries, they don't bloom just like that. No, you have to actually see it. It's the flower and all those things. Then it actually blooms fruit. And that's the same thing the Lord said when you continue on. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the door. So basically, we're coming up into that peak. We're coming up into the climax of life, which is what? The return of Yahweh Shai, man. You know? Let me go back to that Daniel. Kind of going back into that Daniel, continuing on, it says, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time.
Yeah, so a time like no other. So this is that's why scripture you talk about how this is the Lord is gonna outdo himself concerning this work than what he have done in Egypt, man. So a time like no other, how fitting. You got it?
It says, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book.
And that's concerning those that are in Yahweh Shai, the elect, man.
That's it.
You know, that's who the Lord is going to protect. Those that are in Yahweh Shai. Those that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Is really this doctrine that pretty much is the indicator. That's the standard. The way it talks about those that walk according to this rule, peace be on him and mercy. The Israel of the Most High, which is the elect. You know, but it's we coming to talk to some troublesome times, man. And the only thing we can do is hope that Yahweh shall have mercy on us.
I got something for you.
You got it, bro.
This is the book of Habakkuk 3 in verse 2. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
Yeah, and that's the proper reaction. When you hear the words of Yahweh you should move with fear. Just going back to Noah. See, fear gonna make you move, man. And that's why you see the spirit of these people. They don't have that healthy fear of the Lord. They don't move in fear. But that's what we do.
Yeah.
The Lord have showed us, you know, and revealed himself unto us. And that's why we got a certain spirit. That's why even from your diet has changed. All the people all that comes from the fear of Yahweh Shai, man.
That is it. And you don't want to get caught up with that route, man.
You feel, you in McDonald's and shit. You don't even feel like being in the McDonald's parking lot if you really fear Yahweh Shai. You know what I mean? But the point.
You ready? All right, going back, this is the book of Habakkuk 3 in verse 2. It says, O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
See, and that's going back, that's the proper reaction. When you hear the words of the Lord, you should be moved with fear. Now, the next thing you need to do is to hide yourself in the Lord, man. Because the evil is coming. You got it.
It says, O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known.
And that's concerning the prophecies being activated. In the midst of the years of the years of Esau, so he can be cut off. It talks about how his years are going to be cut short.
That's it.
Why? Because these prophecies are rising. You got it.
It says, in wrath, remember mercy.
See, and that's the time we're in.
Yeah.
The time of wrath. Going back to Noah, matter of fact, get some real quick. Sirach, Ecclesiastes 44 and verse 17. Because that's we in that time of the Lord's wrath to be poured forth. You got it.
This is the book of Sirach
44 and 17. Yeah,
This is the book of Barak 44, jumping down the verse. It's like Ecclesiastes Sirach 44 and 17. It says, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath.
See? So our Lord Yahweh Shai said, as in the days of Noah,
is it?
So shall the coming of the Son of Man be. So as you can see, the time of Noah, and that time period that he was in was also known as the time of wrath, man. we once again in that time where the Lord is about to pour forth his wrath. And it's not just going to be on display of the flood of water. No, this flood is going to be by the way of a plethora of plagues, man.
Is it?
From the famine to the power outages, you know, the lack of bread and water.
Yeah, pestilences.
The beast, knowingly and unknowingly. Esau, and that subcategories to that, from his medicine to robot dogs to the troops.
Chemtrails.
Yes. But all of these things, the results is death. Damn, that's a spirit. You even look like that in the back.
Damn.
But the wrath of the Lord is going to be on display, which we see in the beginning stages of.
Is it?
This is a form of us talks about how that sword is going to be sent among you, fire sent among you. That's by the way of this word being brought forth.
Hey, so like everybody say, fellows hearkening to the garden, saying we have piped unto you, have not danced, we mourned unto you, you have not lamented. That warning is saying if you don't get right, you're gonna die, man. That warning should be a movement. If I don't do this, what's the reaction after it? It's death, man. You know, and that's why people really don't feel the Lord, because they don't think it's a consequence behind your actions of, you know, following after this world and following after Esau, man. That's it. You know? You got it though, Op.
You can finish that off. I'll read it again. That's Sirach.
Going back to Sirach 44 in verse 17, Noah was found perfect and righteous in the time of wrath.
See? You got it?
He was taken in exchange for the world. Therefore, he left as a remnant unto the earth when the flood came.
See, he was there in that time period.
Is it?
You know, and what was what kicked off that process of him being kept? He was moved for fear, and that in itself, he prepared an ark to the saving of his house. You know, but as you can see, just going back to the point, that time period was also known as a time of wrath. So it's not no coincidence that Yahushua compared that same time to this, because of course the wickedness that you see, it far exceeds, you know. But hey, that judgment, the Lord's gonna come and judge the earth, man.
Is it?
You know. But you got anything else? So yeah, Akim, man, we just hope this will edify. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
We like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Like to say, shalom to the elect, the teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abab, soon, very soon.
Tonight.
I fucking hate these people, man.
Yeah.